Welcome everybody, it is Crypto Moose and it's time to get loose. Mitchell Bouchard, your crypto and NFT investor. What we're going to do on this episode is we're going to have a lot of fun. I want to give you guys 3 Cardano price predictions. So guys, comment down below, what is your Cardano price prediction? So what we're going to do on this episode is give 3 predictions based on a low, mid, and high. So I'm going to get into it, but basically what we're going to do after you like, comment, and subscribe, basically what we're going to do is we are going to identify, hey, if things go well, you know, ADA could be this amount. If things go really well, how high can ADA go? So I want to give you guys a realistic Cardano price prediction. There's so much happening right now. We are May 17th of 2025. The midnight airdrop could happen whenever. So I'm working on a video for that. I've been painting, man. I've been sunburnt. So much going on. So guys, please comment down below. I do want to hear your thoughts. Let's get the comments rolling. And yeah, let's do this. Let's dive right in. So we are on CoinMarketCap. Ultimately, to give you guys a little macro update, we had a little bit of a rough patch the last couple days with the price movement. So a little less excitement, not a lot of volume. You know, at least with Bitcoin, it feels like we're kind of getting stagnant again. But right now, I think it's another good opportunity to get into the market personally. So guys, nothing on this episode should be taken as financial advice. You're listening to a Loose Moose, so invest at your own risk. But personally, I'm still 65% ADA, and the rest is Bitcoin and some smaller alts. So we have a lot of content. We'll talk about that at the end. So Bitcoin, okay, at 103, but we're getting into Cardano. Cardano's at 75 cents. Where can the price go? And what we want to do is zoom out. When in doubt, zoom out. Cardano has had a good history of, you know, if you were to buy it and hold it for 5 years, you're probably gonna end up being in the green. So a lot of people bought at the top, the height of the market. That's when they got first exposure to crypto, and they're waiting on profits. So that's going to be part of it. So where are we going to go minimum? My opinion, minimum, we are going to get back to all-time highs. Okay, so this is going to be the first prediction. So last time we were around $3. So more specifically, what I'm going to do is pull up the Moose math. So we're going to go by market cap. Okay. So we're going to take a market cap and we're going to divide it by circulating supply. Okay. So last time we got to roughly 90 billion in market cap. So what I'm going to do is I already did this a little bit ahead of time. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So the price prediction is 257 if the Moose math is on point. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to show the screen again. So what we're going to do is 90. So height of the last cycle. I wonder if we could move this over. Yeah, we'll get to it in a minute. So we're going to do 90 billion divided by, what would it be? Divided by 35 billion. Okay. So very simple math, but 257. Okay. So bare minimum, this is assuming, in my opinion, right? I'm assuming that Bitcoin gets another leg up and alt season happens. Okay. So this is going to be, if we have a mini bull run, you know, perhaps, you know, we have a little more on the ETF side. Maybe midnight, the airdrop is like, it's okay. But we do have an alt season, so we do need that. If we don't have an alt season, alts are not going to pick up, right? So we need liquidity to flow from Bitcoin into some of the alts. And I think it's going to happen because just think about it with technology and DeFi and the fact that people want to utilize their crypto, specifically Bitcoin, with Bitcoin OS, a lot going on with interoperability, the communication between different chains. I think Bitcoin DeFi, where you can stake it, maybe earn some ADA, that's going to just be a big thing. And we're going to get to all-time highs, in my opinion, pretty easily. So that's number one. Comment down below. What is your low, mid, and high? I definitely want to know. So the second one, Let me go back to my screen here. So I put down $250 billion market cap. So this is going to be if we have a good bull run. So very simply, 250, not 200 moose, 250 divided by circulating supply, 35. That would give us a $7.14 ADA. But keep in mind, right? Like, especially on this channel, I believe you should take profits, right? You don't want to just get a screenshot being like, dude, look how much money I have, and you end up with nothing at the end of the cycle. So I'm very transparent about that. I do plan on taking profits. Perhaps I will do a more strategic episode on that. Comment down below. Is that something you want to see? How do I take profits, right? How do I even sell crypto? A lot of you are just beginning in this space. You probably don't know how to buy, sell easily. I've got resources for you. I have online courses. Take them. I got the free Cardano mini course in the description on the link tree. So all you have to do is go there. So go to the link tree. You guys can use cold storage, especially if you have a lot of money, you want to protect it, right? So I also took more notes on that. So this is going to be if we have a good bull run, 250 bill market cap. And that's really assuming that midnight is pretty successful. And as we know of right now, I believe it's just going to be airdrop to you. It's called the Glacier airdrop. Charles did a pretty big announcement. I'm working on the video now, so I need to educate myself further. But it's going to be available for a lot of users, and a lot of people are coming on board. And I think it's going to be very exciting. It's going to be a big deal. So stay tuned for that one. So a little more moose math. Let's get into it. So we got $250 billion market cap. That is my mid. So that's assuming everything's good, right? Probably Bitcoin's going to be around 180 K per coin, maybe hitting 200. So what is the bull case? Okay. You're probably thinking, what could happen? And I didn't go with the crazy number, but I went with the pretty high number. And in fact, this is over 4 times higher than last cycle, but it can happen because what we saw last cycle was Cardano, not last cycle, but, towards a peak when everybody was getting excited, Cardano hit $3, essentially. It was around that. And there was no smart contracts. There was no DEX. There was no thought of midnight. At least it wasn't really a marketing thing at the time. There was no hype behind that. There was no Bitcoin integration with DeFi. If these things happen, if we have a mega bull run, I think we could get to a $400 billion market cap. So 400 divided by 35. Let's say it's even going to be 36 soon, but we'll put 35. So the total supply of ADA is going to be roughly 45 billion. So that's, whenever you're staking your ADA, which you should, I have videos on it, you earn a little bit of that supply. So stake pool operators, you can delegate to a pool and you guys can earn some passive income around 3% right now. So mega bull case, $11.42 USD. And I think it's very possible. Very, very, very possible. In fact, if Cardano just continues to do what it does, if ADA proves itself, if it's stable, which it has been, one of the best POS blockchains in the world, in my opinion, I think Cardano is very special. They've really focused on scalability, speed, all these things, and taking their time. So it is that turtle that will win the race because there's no Terra Luna action going on with it, right? Things are not breaking. They're very slow, but it's working and it's very impressive. So with the midnight airdrop, if that's successful, that alone, we could get to a $400 billion market cap if, people from Bitcoin and that ecosystem or other chains, if they get involved and they get more interested. Because if you do take a look at the overall crypto market, I think a lot of layer ones are going to do good. That's where I want to have a lot of my money. But guys, things like Pi, that got to a $4.9 billion market cap. And, this was just something you can mine on your phone. It's a new project. So once hype comes in and people get excited, numbers like this, they happen and it's going to happen fast. So guys, comment down below, what are your Cardano price prediction. I want to hear them all. So give me your low, your mid, your high. And in fact, the best comment, I am going to send 10 ADA. No, not 10 ADA. We got to do more than that. I'm going to send 100 ADA, which is pretty good because it could be worth 11 bucks. I'll send 100 ADA to the best prediction. Okay. You could even put in there, put something like a joke, make me laugh, make fun of the moose, whatever you want. But I do want to hear your top 3, low, mid, high, and you can comment something else just to make me laugh. If you make me laugh, the moose might get loose on that, and I'll send you 100 ADA. So put in your public address as well, or your ADA handle. So next time I do an episode, probably next week, I'll be like, hey, this is the address. So guys, if you want to win 100 ADA, that's your chance right there. Very fun. So yeah, that's my price prediction. Guys, I'm going to invite you to my link tree. If you guys are interested in a new layer 1 BDAG, these guys are going to be launching on, 20 different exchanges. So it's a new layer 1. It could work out well. So I probably should try to find the original website. But anyways, if you do want to pick some up, use this code. So it is a referral. It's going to help out the channel. But, it comes down to excitement and marketing. And so far, those guys apparently raised $250 million. So it's a new layer 1. Very interesting there. So we'll talk about that more in detail. I did do a video. So if you guys do go to the Crypto Moose channel, under videos, you guys can see that. So the next 100x crypto, it's very possible with something like that, right? Who knows what it'll launch at. On top of that, if you guys want to buy crypto and sell, especially for those Canadians, right? Guys, use Wealthsimple. I like Wealthsimple. It is simple. It's very simple. Crypto.com I use a lot. I got the card. Tangent Wallet, guys. Use code Moose. Utilize cold storage, please. Guys, when crypto goes nuts, you do not want to find out that you lost your seed phrase, or you lost your phone and you never wrote down your seed phrase, or somebody hacked into your account because you're using a hot wallet or even an online exchange, and you're like, man, I lost 40 grand, or I lost even $100. That sucks, because 100 could turn into 1,000. 1,000 could turn into 10,000. 10 could turn into millions. So it's very possible. So guys, pick up that. There's a family pack. So much going on here. This is a good deal. Protect you and your family, right? So all the fathers out there, protect your kids. Protect your kids. We also have the online course, free Cardano mini course. I'm going to be updating this. This is a gift for all of you. I did this because instead of people even close to me, they're like, hey, I want to get into crypto. I want to learn. I send them this course. If I sit down with you one-on-one, I will not be able to educate you as good as I do in this. This comes with the workbook. It's simple. It's done through Udemy. I sell courses all the time. I'm a video creator, so I partner with other people. I help them set up courses. I'm a videographer, so I teach cinematography, etc. That's my career. But guys, please take an online course if you are serious about crypto, because especially getting into, a bull run, you want to know what to do, right? And you want to know how to protect yourself, because if you do make a lot of money, you have to understand how wallets work. You have to understand cold storage. And once you know it, man, you're all set. So with that being said, best comment wins 100 ADA, and make sure you put in your public address. Let's have fun. Cheers, everybody. We'll see you in the next one.